After the crucifixion of Christ, and before the foretold destruction of the Jerusalem temple, where 1 million men, women, and children were killed by the Roman Empire, there were several notable omens of impending doom that were recorded by Josephus the historian and the Talmud, the very famous Jewish history which was recorded for thousands of years outside of the scriptures. The first thing to note was that rituals were held outside because the chamber of hewn stones was destroyed. This was a confirmation that the last legal ceremony ever held in the chamber of hewn stones was the trial of Jesus Christ. The second was the 2-meter-high menorah, which stood near the Holy of Holies, could no longer hold flame, so the candle would no longer light no matter how hard religious officials tried. The third were the bronze gateway heckel doors, which led to the Jerusalem temple. They were 20 feet high and required 20 men to open and close because of how heavy they were, and they would mysteriously open nightly by themselves. Josephus was quoted as saying, "The men of learning understood that the security of their holy house was dissolved. The gate was opened for the advantage of their enemies. This signal foreshadowed the desolation that was coming upon them." Fourth, according to the Talmud as well, there were other incredible omens like a sword-like star over the city, which they believed to be a comet that remained visible for over a year. Comets, as known in the scripture, were often harbingers of doom. Fifth, each year, during the Feast of Unleavened Bread, during the 40 years between the crucifixion of Christ and the destruction of the Jerusalem temple, a mysterious bright light illuminated the temple area at night, which scholars interpreted as a warning sign, as it had not happened before the crucifixion of Christ. Sixth, shortly after the crucifixion, witnesses reported seeing apparitions in the sky, chariots and armed soldiers appearing among the clouds, seemingly surrounding Jerusalem. During Pentecost, priests reported feeling earthquakes and hearing mysterious voices saying, "Let us get out of here," or rather, "Let us remove hence." Perhaps the most striking omen came through a common farmer named Jesus, son of Ananus. 4 years before the destruction of the Jerusalem temple and the war, he began prophesying Jerusalem's doom. Despite beatings from citizens and severe whipping from Roman authorities, he continued his cry of, "Woe to Jerusalem." His prophecy ended dramatically during the siege of Jerusalem. While making his usual proclamations on the city wall, he added, "Woe to myself," for the first time, moments before being struck and killed by an enemy soldier. This marked the fulfillment of his long-running prediction.